Hello and welcome to this review of Jim Beam Rye, pre-prohibition style. I kept looking, I could not find out when this was introduced. I'm sorry. They said the return of a legend, so they claiming that it's based on a old recipe from the company. So the oldest video reviews I found for it were like 7, 8 years ago. I don't think even 10 years ago. And this video is being made in 2022. So it says Jim Beam Rye, pre-prohibition style, James B. Beam, non-genuine, without my signature. It's 90 proof, Kentucky straight rye whiskey, aged in new charred white oak barrels. Well, if it's straight rye, it has to be new charred oak. Distinctly dry spice rye with long soft finish. Classic American. Choice for any whiskey cocktail. Perfect choice for any whiskey cocktail. Beam, Claremont, and Frankfort, Kentucky. Anytime you see Claremont and Frankfort, Kentucky, that's Beam-Suntory. That's it. I mean, I'm sorry I can't give you any more information. 750 milliliter bottle. I did buy this at Total Wine and More in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Okay, on State Highway. The name of the highway is Segan Lane, but I can't remember the state highway number. But it was sold out all over New Orleans, Louisiana. Kept checking. Nobody has it. Nobody has it. I say, well, when I'm passing through Baton Rouge, next time I'll stop. And I had checked their website and they said they had it. I had stopped in, they did have it, and so I bought it. $17.49 for the bottle. I do not see an age statement, which means it's aged at least 4 years and probably not a day longer. Maybe 1 day longer. Beautiful plastic twist cap. Okay. First time trying it. There are many, I guess I'll have to peel that off. There are many video reviews for this. But like I said, the oldest is like 8. I think it's 8 years. I don't think it's back to 10 years. What do people think? I don't know. Distiller.com has written reviews. I didn't check the average score. So try to be unbiased. I think it's going to be good. $17.49. That's cheap. For the longest time they had Sazerac Rye for $17.99, but it's going up to $18.99, $19.99. All right. Yeah, it's amber. Looks like rye whiskey, which has to be at least 51% rye. They didn't put the details on the website. They just said it's oriented toward I can't remember. Yeah, grain and oak, and oriented away from sweet fruit and char. So grain and oak. Grain meaning rye grain, corn, maybe wheat, but oriented away from fruit, char, and sweetness. Sorry about that little mistake there. Yeah, it's kind of typical. I mean, they make Old Overholt, which they bought out. Old Overholt was an independent rye whiskey company, but they got moved out of Pennsylvania down to Kentucky, and this smells similar to Old Overholt, the 80 proof and the 86 proof, so they're probably using a similar lineup, recipe, algorithm. I mean, if you ask me, do you like bourbon whiskey, or do you prefer bourbon whiskey or rye whiskey? I'm going to always say rye. To me, rye whiskey is nicer. It's not that popular these days. Bourbon is the big thing. But to me, rye whiskey just has a nicer aroma, flavor, body, finish. It's personal preference. It's not a quality control issue, really. Smells nice. Rye bread. A little mint. Rye has like that mint. It's not really mint, but it has like a mint thing. Ghee going with it. Let's go with the taste. Very excited to look at the video reviews. Yeah, it's like a stereotypical rye whiskey, straight rye whiskey. Get the mintiness from the rye, that spiciness. I love rye bread. I don't really have it much, but I love it. Medium body, short to long finish, so between short and long, obviously. I think the old overhaul challenges are going to be a real challenge, and I'm not too confident I'm going to get them correct because this tastes a lot like those. I've got two of them, the black cap and the red cap. One is chill filter, one is non-chill filtered, 80 proof, 86 I believe. They're both aged 3 years. This is at least 4. Yeah, I mean, Sazerac Rye, no age statement from New Orleans and Kentucky, two production facilities, mostly Kentucky. That's a better product, and the price, we talking about $2 at the max difference. You know, 2, maybe in some outrageous situation, $3 difference, more higher for Sazerac Rye, but probably you're not going to pay that much more. That's going to be a tough taste challenge. In my mind, I'm thinking Sazerac Rye is better. But I know in my heart, it isn't, you know. So, I can get in a lot of trouble for saying that. All right, but, I have a lot of rye whiskeys now. They need to bring back Jim Beam Choice, but that's another issue. It's very mellow, so if you're looking for intense rye, like I want rye, I want it through the roof, you know, I want it to be so strong, incredibly strong. Really, the Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye from Canada, obviously, is stronger than this. And Crown Royal, their whole game plan is mildness, and that one is still mild, but it's more mild than this. I mean, it's strong. It's stronger than this. This has character, but it's demure. You know, it's reserved. It's come back. Don't go out there. Don't be too strong. And it's not strong. I wouldn't say it's dull or bland. I wouldn't go that far. It's, I think a good term for this, it's measured. I think there is a stronger Jim Beam Rye in their, like, more their prestige series, if I'm not mistaken. But this is their mass production series. I mean, for $17.49, it's a real winner. For $20.49, I'm not gonna buy it. But ooh, how's it gonna go up against the Jack Daniel's Tennessee Rye, which I believe is straight rye, 51%? I think it's gonna be better. You know, George Dickel Rye, it's not even a straight rye. It's not even made in Tennessee. It's made in Indiana. But that's fine, you know, because MGP, formerly Seagram's Distilling, they still have it on their sign out there. They make really good products, but I don't. Okay, cool it. I don't want to make a bunch of predictions because I don't know what's going to happen. until I do the taste challenges. So we'll see. It's going to be exciting. I'm scared I'm going to get them wrong a lot. But Pikesville Rye, I want to try it. Rittenhouse Rye, I want to try it. There's other ones I want to try. Woodford Reserve, 94 proof, 90.4 proof. Yeah, see, like that, I can't see this competing with that. I think this is going to get decimated by that. It's going to get killed or rated. But Sazerac Rye, it might be on par, but it's like slightly below par with that. I'm talking about that competition. But as a mass-produced rye whiskey, is it up to the level it should be? I think it is. But then I would say that about Jim Beam bourbon. And some people love to slag on Jim Beam. Like, Jim Beam, I'd rather be tortured with hot coals and thrown in a pit and stomped to death, you know. It's like, come on, man. You know, Jim Beam is a pretty well-known... Well, anyway, I'm not gonna entertain it. But I could. Like Mary Tyler Moore said, how do you feel? Lousy, but lucky. But no, but with all of that said, the main character of this is that it's mild, it's very measured, it's sort of a low-profile product. If you're looking for like super strong rye spice and like intensities, it's not going to have that. But Jim Beam products don't usually have that, and people interpret that as bad or like substandard. It's just their approach. You know, it's their approach. It doesn't make it bad. Oh, air conditioner. Good time to close it out. So how about I score this? I'm very pleased with it. I think the sweetness is coming more from other grains than rye. Maybe corn. Probably corn. It's basically how I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be like this, and it is. Is it world class, like super exploding plastic inevitable? No. Is it a good, for under $20, regular size bottle rye whiskey? Straight? It is very good in that sense. But then, you know, rye whiskey's like, they don't really have budget ryes, because they just don't. They have premium, above premium, and gourmet, but I've not bought any of those. I think a fair score would be like 93. 9.3 out of 10. A 93 out of 100. So a most excellent product, but don't expect greatness, but I guess you probably wouldn't expect that. So yeah, I'm very pleased, very pleased. I would highly recommend it for the price range I talked about, $17.49 to top side $20.49 at the current price level, which could change daily. And I'm going to end this review by saying, les bon temps relais. Y'all go. Well, I really wouldn't go to that, because I was thinking about going to that in Claremont, Kentucky, and they were like, the Jim Beam Experience, which is like a museum, but you don't get to see the distillery. Now, just go to the liquor store and buy the products. I don't want to go pay, or even if it's free, go see an experience. Thank you for watching this video production.